everyone! Today I am drawing my magical girl OC. Now, if I were to ever make a manga, this is probably the story I would use. I really love the characters, and the story as a whole, honestly. So I'm not going to reveal too much for spoiler reasons. Just enough so that you know who this character is. So, this is Beatrice. She is a very talented teenage swordswoman, and everyone in her town knows it. That's what she's known for. And even the person who gave her this sword knows that she's a talented swordswoman. And also, Beatrice found it kind of redundant that the person gave her a sword because her father is a blacksmith. He makes swords for a living. So, she was kind of confused, but then also kind of shrugged it off because new sword. And then unsheathed it at home because new sword. And once she unsheathed it, she became a magical girl. But other than changing her clothes and making her hair poofier, it did absolutely nothing. So, she was kind of confused. And one of the first things she probably said was, "This does absolutely nothing to protect me." At all. Because she's that kind of logical thinker that, thinks about it in, battle strategies and, what's the point in this? What is the point in doing anything? And her transformation sequence won't be long, because if it did, she would probably be annoyed, and because in battle you probably wouldn't want to take that long, but she probably didn't have too long to think about it, because the city was attacked by pirates. And she saves the city from pirates, and then she appears in the newspaper the next day. But nobody actually knows that it was her. It just says that mysterious girl saves the town. And she's like, I could probably use that later. And then goes on to defeat pirates and save the city and eventually her kingdom from a bunch of other stuff. And I say her kingdom because she lives there. She's not actually, the princess or anything. There actually isn't a princess of the kingdom. It's actually just princes and the queen and the king. But, yeah, that's pretty much what the plot is. Obviously, I'm leaving a lot of stuff out, like the two friend characters. And I say two friend characters because there are two protagonists. Beatrice is only one of them. And I'm not going to talk about the second protagonist. And I'm not going to talk about the friend character who has a secret that I'm not going to say. And I'm not going to talk about the other friend character who has a crush on the friend character with a secret. I mean, the secret that the friend character has isn't that obvious if you look at my sketchbook, but whatever. It's a secret. So, I mean, I definitely want a lot of stuff to be different from the usual, magical girl stuff, like Monster of the Week. It's not like the pirates are creating, weird monsters to defeat her with or anything. She's fighting the pirates themselves, and all of the villains are going to have prelude before them, and by that I mean, they're going to be talked about before they're actually introduced, you know? I found that so annoying, not just in magical girl shows, but, in any show, once the villain is defeated, he's just gone. They leave. Them and their minions are just gone. And you suddenly get revealed with a new big bad instead of minions, who just are so big and so powerful sometimes, to the point where it's honestly kind of strange that you didn't know about them at all. So it's just kind of weird sometimes. Also, again, long transformation sequence, not having that. At least not for Beatrice, because I'm honestly debating on if I'm adding in more magical girls and magical guys. So, right now, it's just Beatrice, because you don't know any of the other characters anyway. But, yeah, I'm honestly debating it. And, yeah, also, it's not going to be she defeats people with magic. She's going to defeat them in, sword duels and stuff. I mean, obviously, her weapon is a sword. And there are magical items, but she doesn't know it at the beginning, and she doesn't collect them until, later on in the series. But, yeah, mainly just defeating them in a sword fight and things like that. And going on to save everyone, basically. Well, not everyone, because again, just her kingdom and her city and that sort of thing, because she probably can't save, like, everyone in the universe, you know? Like, that would just be too hard on anyone. Probably give people a bunch of stress. So, yeah, she's not doing that. Mainly keeping it small at the beginning. So, this is Beatrice, and you guys basically know most of her character now. So, right now I'm just gonna talk more about the drawing and also kind of talk a little more about her story and certain aspects of it. So, one of the things was that I wanted to keep her color scheme, like, kind of simple, but not have, like, the sort of one color fits one person sort of thing, you know? Because every magical girl or guy has that monochromatic sort of look for everyone. Like, oh yeah, that's the pink one, that's the green one, that's the yellow one. So I didn't really want that, so I made her color scheme like browns and purples and greens as her sort of style. So that was like her thing. So that way it just wasn't like red's the leader. You know, that sort of thing. Like, so that way she's not like most magical girl groups or most like Power Ranger teams. So yeah, that's the way that I was keeping her style. But honestly, with this piece, the thing that gave me the most trouble was the background. And I think that's because I didn't really know how to translate my traditional, like, stuff digitally with the background. Like, I usually know how to, but just with this background, I just didn't know how. Also, like, I wasn't sure how I wanted, like, the forest to look like, and that's kind of important for the series. I'm not gonna say how, but it's kind of important. So, that was kind of a thing that I want to keep consistent. And also, I just didn't know how to draw the dang tree. Like, how do you draw trees and stuff digitally? I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna need to keep that in mind for future drawings and future videos. And here I'm just doing the shading, and with that, the piece is done. I hope you all liked today's video of me talking about my OC and how I need to figure out how to do backgrounds digitally. And if you guys want to see the other video I did of me drawing one of my OCs, I will leave that at the end screen. And with that, I hope you all liked today's video, and hit the like and subscribe buttons if you did. And with that, I hope you all have a magnificent day, and I will see you all later.